To keep in the Fluxus spirit, I'm going to try and read this as fast as possible. Why would it be relevant in today's age to redo, reimagine, or reinterpret the Fluxus films of the late 1960s? The most important thing about doing this is that it brings me back to the idea of beauty, something that is not seen in art as much as perhaps it was in the past. The Fluxus films were about looking at something ordinary and finding the beauty in a banal subject. Art has seemed to become more and more complex over the past few decades, and I believe that observing the early Fluxus films can help us relearn how to look at the beauty of simplicity. They also have a hint of humor in them, not taking themselves entirely seriously, but still being serious works. Something clicked in my mind also when thinking about Nam June Paik's use of one of the first video cameras, and how it was thought that video would democratize the media, allowing amateurs and unknowns to not only easily record, but easily broadcast any material they wished. This seemed very similar to the way that the internet is being viewed today as a democracy. Even the corporate-owned entity of YouTube is still subject to democracy in most forms, being that what is deemed as a must-see video or personality is a democratic process. As much as corporations like to tell us what to watch, they are always overshadowed by videos of things like a boy coming back from the dentist, a dramatic-looking gopher, a laughing baby, an unknown singer becoming famous for his original song Chocolate Rain, and a person crying for people to leave a pop store alone. So in my opinion, the internet is where the early ideals of the Fluxus artists can flourish, not having to be restricted by museums or galleries, and not having to answer to art critics or historians.